Hi everyone, Diane here. Welcome to my channel. Today it's a bit of something Christmassy for everyone. A traditional wet in wet winter wonderland, some whimsical sheep, and a regal cardinal, all perfect for your Christmas seasonal projects. So let's get started. So, as a warm-up, I'm going to do this, which is a very simple little landscape. I did some like this, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before now. Anyway, so I'm going to have another go at something like that. And what I did last time was I just took a brush, was a good plan, and I kind of wetted a rectangle on my paper, not particularly accurately either, just kind of here, there, and everywhere. And the paint I used last time, was the granulating colours from Kuretake, and I haven't got them with me at the moment. But I have got, no, not the granulating ones, the graphite ones. What I have got is the granulating ones. So I'm going to use those instead. I'm not a great fan of these because I don't seem to be able to make them work. So of course they're no good. But plenty of people do seem to be able to make them work. So let's do that. This is Aurora Blue, which straight off the bat doesn't look very blue to me, but anyway, whatever. And I'm going to mix a little bit of purple in with that, just from my palette here. And so I've put some granulating doodah at the top, and then I'm going to just kind of drag that down like that and then leave it. And then I'm going to look for some dark green. I've got Perylene green here in that space, which is Michael Harding colour, which is a lovely dark tree colour. And then I'm going to drop that in the background and just make that sort of look like distant trees, sort of. So we'll just let that. And then with any luck, the pinkish, the thing that calls itself blue but is actually pink, will look like a kind of winter evening glow in the background there. And then what I need, in the sky, you know how the sky goes in the winter when it's dark and it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which it is here at the moment. No, it's not, it's 4 o'clock. Anyway, so what I have to do now is just let that dry a little bit, or I can whack a hairdryer on it. And then I'm going to put some more trees in front. So I shall speed things up a little bit by getting my hairdryer. And I'll just do that and I'll be back in a sec. It doesn't have to be super dry. Doesn't matter if it's a little bit damp still, because a little bit of blurriness is not going to harm anyone. So let's put in a tree trunk, and then using the point of my brush, I'm going to just indicate fir tree. I'll put a smaller one here. Doesn't really matter where you put them or what they look like, really. You might want to sort of space them unevenly. And you can clean your brush off and just indicate the shadow underneath the trees a bit, using a bit of wet paint, like that. And then you can stick another couple over here. It makes sense, doesn't it? Sort of balances it off. It doesn't happen to be snowing on this particular day, but if it was, then you could put, you could spatter if you wanted to, but I don't think I'll do that. What I will do though is, if I can find it, I thought I had some white paint somewhere. I have a tube of Mead white gouache. I'll stick some of that in there. Oops. And maybe we'll just put a little bit on the trees because it's It has been snowing, but it's stopped. And then maybe a bit more dark green. And we'll just let that dry. And then we will have a snow scene, really. We could put a little bit more shadow in the foreground there. Maybe pop in a couple sort of bit behind. Okay, so that's number one. Pop you over here to dry. And that was the one that I used as the model for that. So, next thing, what do you think about this? We have some sheep. And I need a piece of paper. Let's see what we can do. Okay, I need to take this off of here. I was drawing on this piece. Oh, wait a minute, no. There we are. I've already prepared this one. This is one I did earlier. So we have here 3 sheep. It's going to look like this, roughly. And let's use a slightly bigger brush than that one for the background. We'll start with the background. We want some blue. No, we don't. We want some green. We're going to put trees in the background. So let's grab a Kuretake set. And what I wanted to do was to use slightly unusual colours. So the trees in the background are going to be a pretty shade of turquoise, really. We won't be too fussy about this. Turquoise and pale blue. Just because, why not? This one over here is going to be pale blue. I don't know whether it's still the fashion, but years ago, it probably isn't. Years ago, I remember we had a Christmas tree that was silver. I think that was probably my mother who purchased that. Can you still buy silver ones? Probably. Probably buy black ones. So I'm just mixing sort of the Kuretake light ultramarine, they call it, with this, I don't know, I can't remember what's that colour called. That colour is called I have no idea. Don't know. Never mind. So I'm painting around the sheep, mixing the green with the turquoise. And just put a bit of that also between their legs and their neighbours' legs. And then So we'll carry on with the trees in the background here. Do you see my washi tape, which has got Christmas trees on it? See? Yes. And try not to paint over their hats. You could, of course, paint the sheep first and then do the background. It's entirely up to you, as is everything. So we have a turquoise, blue and pale ultramarine blue background for this painting. Which is Whimsical Sheep. And what I need to do now is dry it again. Now, I don't want to do their hats in red. I want to do them in pink. So I'm going to go for, this is the Paul Rubens set, and I'm going to pick up some of the quinacridone maroon, I think it is. This colour here, and just water it down a bit till it comes to sort of darkish pink colour. Not too dark. And then let's, yeah, you probably would need to do a sketch first for this one. Drawing, but I'm pretty sure that there is a sketch that you can download from the website which is similar to this that you could use. I don't know if I'll put this one up. Depends whether we have enough time. Now the question is, you could give your sheep scarves. You could do scarves on these sheep. You could do that. I'm not sure whether to or not. In the one I did, my original, I didn't. I just painted them in pretty colours, and we had one was that they were lilac and stuff like that. So that's quinacridone purple. This is quinacridone purple from Michael Harding. So we could do that here. And I'm going to come in at the end and use pen to give me some definition and to do the legs and things like that probably. So that's that colour, and then we could have a nice blue, couldn't we, in the middle? Let's do one in blue. And a bit more blue mixed with the pink. It's going to make us more of a violet colour. And that's okay, isn't it? And if you have sheep that are this colour, you don't have to dye the wool when you spin it, because it comes ready coloured. It's good stuff. Okay, and then they do have ears, but I did make their ears kind of stick out. Up here. Okay, so that's that. Now I need to try that and then come back with the pen. Okay, so I've got a 0.5 Stettler pigment liner here, and I'm going to outline my drawing with a kind of shaky kind of line drawing kind of thing. And we'll put their eyes right up high. Just give them some character. Like that. And let's go around their fleeces. And this one. She looks like she's happy because Christmas is coming, doesn't she? Around her fleece. They're always different. This one's looking a bit cynical. She says, I've seen it all before. They put this hat on me every year and I never get any presents. It's not fair. There we are. And then I'm going to decorate them. She can have gold spots. That's very good. And let us do... well, that's not going to show, is it? That's a shame. We'll do the snowflakes then in black. I know snow is not necessarily black, but it doesn't necessarily show up very well otherwise. And in the middle, we'll have stars. What shall we do? Stars in white, perhaps? Let's see. That's not going to work. We'll get there in a minute. There we go. And then we need some decorations on these trees. And put some more green on the trees. So there we are. Getting very close. Let's give them some nice pink cheeks. A little bit of shadow on their hats. And a bit of shadow on them themselves. And some blue. And I think I'll just take this tape off. It really served my purpose. Down there. And let's give them some nice purpley legs. So there we are, 3 unusually coloured sheep. Three little sheep for Christmas. Next thing we have is my bookmark pad here, which I've drawn in a couple of birds as a robin and a cardinal here. So we need, for the cardinal, some red. And I think this is probably a pretty good red from Michael Harding. And we're going to throw that in all the way up to the top. And then I'm going to go over that with a slightly darker red. And then I think I'll do his beak in a sort of orangey red colour. And then I'm going to let that dry a little bit. But we'll just sort of mess this around a bit so it's not quite so flat. Maybe put in a couple of bits of water. And then we've got him standing on a bit of a branch. I think, can't quite see what I did there. I think it's here. And he's got legs, of course, and feet. And then we want some black. And it doesn't matter if it runs a bit. And then here down at the bottom I've got a pine cone. So we'll just indicate that really loosely. And with some nice dark green, we'll just drag in, you know, the usual. Might be a good idea to do his eye using a pen, so we can get a round sort of light line on the outside like that, and then just indicate his bill a little bit. Not going to go into too much detail there. And scratching his legs a bit better. And where is his wing? I'm looking at a reference photo here to see how the wing goes. Yeah, sort of like that. And maybe a little bit. Oops, that one's trying to get away. A little bit darker up here, but I'm not going to mess with that too much. I'm going to leave that now because I think that's probably going to be okay when it's dry. So we'll leave that one for now. So what have we got? We've got 3 paintings, 3 sheep, a cardinal, and a little landscape. So, is that enough to be going on with? I think so. I think probably let that go now. Don't forget, in the description below, there will be information about which paints I used, which paper, and so on and so forth, and anything else that I can think of that might be useful. So I shall let you go now. Have a happy day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now, everybody. Bye-bye.